So as we eat our breakfast, drink our coffee, I'm with Paws and Grouch. Grouch. Not Grouch. She's not a grouch. She's a grouch. We got 9.2 miles today. We are going to go up, gosh, what's that, Bald? Choa Bald. We're going up Choa Bald immediately when we get done for breakfast. We hit that thing and then pretty much smooth all day. Just kind of little up and downs. I think everybody slept well. I asked them if I snored. They said no. I was like, all right, well, that's a good thing. This is a really dirty shelter, so I'm probably going to collect some of the trash and take it out with me. Yeah. Probably the dirtiest shelter I've ever been in when it comes to like trash and stuff. So, all right. Well, until we hit the trail, I'll finish my breakfast. Laters. All right, guys. Not quite a mile out. When I get up on top of Choa Bald, I'll be a little over a mile out of the Sassafras Cap shelter. We had that fire last night. There was a couple that was sitting around the fire that I took a picture of. They're section hikers. They're all a couple, married, I guess, and stuff. And they come out and hike different sections. They're from the area, and they slowly but surely, I guess, will do the Appalachian Trail. But they enjoy doing that, and it was nice of them to get a fire going for us. And the girl named Paws, Tanya, that's the girl that has the same name as, it's Kayla, but her name is Selah. I met her a while back. I think I mentioned it to her, but she's got a new trail name now. Her name is Paws because she apparently takes a lot of breaks along the way. So, yeah, I can feel the shin. I can feel the ankle. I can feel the heel. I'm feeling everything today. So, maybe I'm feeling good. Nah, I'm feeling slow. Moving really slow. Slow is good. Slow will get me to Katahdin. Off the trail won't get me nowhere. You know, I mailed a package to Fontana Dam, and my ETA was going to be the 20th. That's what I thought, you know, way back when I was getting my packages together. Well, it looks like I'm going to get there on the 21st, so it's really not bad. I mean, I was way ahead of schedule, I guess, kicking chicken with the dudes. But, yeah, so, I guess when I think about being on schedule, I guess whatever I thought my schedule was going to be back when I scheduled my drop off there at Fontana Dam, I have 3 meals there waiting for me. I might just need to come up with one more meal, which that won't be a big deal. Fontana Dam, or the Fontana Marina, has a little small resupply. I can probably get something there. I really need to dial in this food, though. I feel like I'm carrying the wrong things. The girls were mentioning, you know, I'm like, yeah, I got to come up with something besides Snicker bars or something because they're just heavy. They were like, yeah, grab some Little Debbie's or something. I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. You know, sometimes you just don't think about things. But so let me readjust fire on those candy bars and maybe get me some more Little Debbie's. Now that I'm moving slower, I do have to carry an extra meal. You know, that's the only thing part about moving slower is you got to carry more meals. So you're not covering the miles. Whew, I hate carrying food. I don't care. I don't like to carry water, and I don't like to carry food. Anyways, when we get to the top of this Choa Bald, should be some really nice views. I can tell it's getting really steep, so I'm getting close. So when we get up there, I'll give y'all some more videos or more views. All right, I'm huffing and puffing laters. All right, guys, we made it up to Chillabald. Oh, let me turn that around. Okay. There's this beautiful view. Oh, man, see? Guys wanted me to come put my tent right there, probably. Oh, but then I wouldn't have met those lovely people. Look at that. Gosh darn view. Holy moly, people. All the depth in all those mountains. Coming together. All right. I'm up here taking a break. I'm gonna have me some frog fuel. It says it was developed by Navy SEALs. All right. Drink a few more, eat a few more of these, or I don't know, it's like liquid fuel or some liquid stuff. Anyways, I can definitely make it to Mount Katahdin now. The Navy SEALs got this stuff going on. A lot of cool stuff on the back, I guess. I was hearing that it's good for your tendons and those kind of things, so hey, whatever. So I was thinking, when I was a kid, we had a park across the street from our house. And they had these trails and stuff. Man, I love hiking through this little tight stuff like this. I know I've told y'all like a million times. But it reminds me of an area in the park that I used to play in when I was, I don't know, shoot, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever age that was. I love this stuff. So all morning I've just been following this ridge line. I get down a little below it. But, anyways, this is so cool. I made it up out of that gap. So it took me 2.5 hours to get 3.5 miles. So I think the math is around in there somewhere. What? Somewhere between 45 and an hour and 50 minutes to do an hour. I mean, to do a mile. I think. You guys got more time to think over there, but just cruising on this ridge. That's where I'm headed. Yep, that's where I came from. You can see the views off. Sometimes when you get on these ridges, you can see through these trees, and it literally looks good, guys. So, anyways, yeah, so thinking I should be, I got 6 more miles to go, give or take. And doing, so it gets me there around 4 or 5 o'clock, so if I did my math correctly. I am thinking about taking a little at this next water point, which is at 6.7 miles. I'm gonna soak my feet, I think. I just don't want to get cold and then get my foot all cold. So, I don't know. but still trucking along. And foot's still there. I still have my pack on. Yep, that's a good thing. I'm still on the trail. That's a good thing. And moving along. All right, guys. Laters. Oh, he's headed underground. He almost got squished. All right. I don't know if you can read that, but it says Mount Possible, elevation 3,881, north-south AT, Stoa Gap, 1.6 miles, Brown Fork Gap, that's where I'm going, 4.0, I got 4 miles to go. I've already gone, we got Sassafras Gap down there at the bottom, 5.1 miles. We ain't so bow, man, we no bow, we going that way. Oh, beautiful breeze up here. I just passed some hikers. They had 2 dogs, probably about 4 or 5 of them. I was going uphill, and you people watching these hiking videos, I don't care where you're at. When the guy's hiking uphill and you're going down, you need to give the right of way to that person going uphill. That's just the way it works. So, anyways, I wouldn't worry about the dogs, but out of the 4 or 5 people, one guy, the last guy, was the one that stood up off the trail to the side and let me go by. And I looked at him and I said, thank you. And hopefully he shares that with his friends. I ain't worried about the dogs, man. The dogs don't know any different. All right, we're out of here. Onward, 4 miles to go. Not bad. Came along this little sign right here, 150. So Stoa Gap, which is down there. I've been watching these roads and stuff down there. Once I get down there, I'll be at the 150 mark. I just thought it was cute to see this little sign. Come on, you can do it, choo-choo train. All right, coming into Stoa Gap, looks like they've got some signs for us. Road construction ahead. Expect delays when crossing highway. Use caution and pay attention to traffic patterns. U.S. Forest and the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. Well, thank you for that big old orange sign. Yeah, you can see some construction going on down here, that's for sure. I thought there was a water source too. Passed a guy there. He said there's no water. He didn't see a water source. Of course, he just got out of his truck. Oh, there's a trash can now. I will dump my trash. What's this say? Appalachian Trail, South Stoa Gap, North Carolina Highway. 143, I don't know. Lacoste Cove Gap, 3.1. Sassafras Gap, 8.7. Natahela River. Oh, that sounds fun. Natahela River. I'd like to jump in that thing. I think I was just there when I was at the NOC. I think that's the same river. Anyways, that's 13.5 miles. All right, we're going this way, guys. All right, let's get down here. Oh, we got more people coming. I don't see any trail angels, which I could use a big, fat, greasy hamburger right now. No. All I see is a trash can. I don't see a water source. All right. Stoa. Oh. How's it going, guys? All right. There you go. I only got 2,042 miles, 42.5 miles. 2,042.5 miles to go. And I've already went 150. Forget about it. All right. Let's go throw some trash away, although that trash dumpster, all these trash dumpsters look pretty full. All right, I'm gonna stop filming here a little bit, guys. I got some things I need to do. All right. That's where the water source is. There's your blue blazes right there. I'm in Stoa Gap. This is where I had a little lunch. I had to walk a little bit Sobo. There you go. I had to walk. It's traffic to get to the water source. And now I'm walking back up to where I came out on the park, or on the trail. And then I'm gonna walk with traffic. Well, like I'm doing now. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go, I gotta cross the highway and then we'll get back on the trail. All right. Get back. All right, guys, coming at us, Stoa Gap. Walk along the highway. Surprised they don't have any white blazes for us, but I know that they had a sign back there that said hiking trail, so somewhere down here I'm probably gonna cross the highway. Definitely ain't right there. And I think I see it. So, but yeah, got 2.5 more miles to go, and then I'll be done for the day. And it's what? I think it's, God, I need to get a watch. I never tell what time it is on the phone. If I had to guess, it's around noon. So, what I did, this was a 9.3 mile day. I did, what, 7 something? From 8 o'clock in the morning to, say, noon. Hiking trail. Oh, look here, it's even got a sign for us. Place Trail North. Stoa Gap, North Carolina Highway 143, Brown Fort Gap. That's where we're headed. Man, I'd really like to go to Cody Gap. Okay. All right, let me get across. No traffic. All right. So nice of the construction people to leave us a path. Oh, all right. I'll have to stop here and get my trekking poles going. All right, later, guys. All right, guys. I'm getting a little bit more of a bird's eye view. So I came down off that mountain up there, brought me right into that parking lot over yonder there. And now I walked there, came up this way. Look at that view. Oh, man, it's nice up here. So, as I was hiking up this hill, I came along this wet spot. I was like, where's that coming from? Somebody spilled some water. And it's this little plant right here. It's like a vine or something. It's dripping water or dripping something. Now that's a blowdown. And I don't know if you can picture this, but this mountain is giving no mercy. That sucker's like straight up. That sucker's, this motherfucker ain't giving no mercy. I thought that was an interesting blowdown though. Whew. All right, onward. All right, guys, it's 2 o'clock. I just came from that direction. Got us a new sign. Brown Fort Gap Shelter. That way. 1/10 of a mile. Just came from Sassafras Gap Shelter. That's 9.1 miles. And we got to go to Cable Gap tomorrow, which is 6.1. I don't know if I'm going to readjust that situation or what, but that doesn't seem very far. Anyways, gonna get down to the shelter. We're done for the day. It's 2 o'clock, so it took me from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. 6 hours? Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Anyways, that last hill I went up, man, that was a doozy. That one really took a lot out of me. All right, I'm gonna go find the shelter and try to soak my feet. Laters. All right, so I just left the sign and came across this. This tree could have fell any other different way, but it fell like this. Isn't that crazy? Just a little bit along the bridge going on there. Oh, I see the shelter. All right, let's walk down there. There it is. Oh. Man, my calf is killing me. Man. It's like a new norm, though. It's just the new norm. Before it wasn't bothering you, and then all of a sudden it bothered you, and you're like, whoa. Now it's just like normal. Oh, it hurts. Okay. Not a big deal. We'll tape that sucker up, deal with it. A couple of months, it'll be over with. Hopefully, it'll just figure out how to stop hurting. One of those, okay, well, if you're just gonna keep doing this, then I guess I just need to figure out how to not hurt you no more. Okay, I appreciate it. Oh. All right. Looks like Grouch is all set up with some other guys. And we will do some filming in a little bit. All right, guys, so I got into the shelter. And then I found me a spot in the shelter. Threw my mattress down, my air mattress. And I don't know if anybody's going to stay in there. I know one person's going to stay in a tent. And so then I walked down. I needed some water, so I walked down to the water source. There's a pipe right there. I filled up my water bottle. And then I came down to this little spot right here. Man, I'm soaking my feet. It feels so good. But I still got to walk back up to the shelter, which is up there. Man, I know my feet aren't going to like that mess. But it feels good now. So I'm just sitting down here and enjoying the quiet for sure. Soaking my feet. The water's cold too. So, all right. I'll tape some more later. So I was down here soaking my feet. I'm still soaking. Well, I took my feet out. I'm trying to let them kind of warm up a little before. And I was gonna put my socks on. And I guess my little hurdle socks, man, they're not cutting the mustard. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure that's not a mouse. But I've got 2 more other pair. So they're not making it for some reason. This is my right sock, which I didn't think I had anything crazy going on over there. But anyways, what? I've been out for 19 days now. My sock's already having a blowout. Let's see what the other one looks like. Oh, it's doing fine. So, not sure, but nonetheless, I got another pair I can put on. All right, guys. So, ending out the day here at the Brown Fork Shelter. It's day, 22, of course, and it's April the 19th. And, yeah, we all sat around, had a little fire right here. And, wasn't a very big one. In fact, we already put it out. Everybody wants to push into Fontana tomorrow. So that's going to be a 12-miler. So that's going to test my foot. I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I think I'm going to I hear there's beer and pizza there. Man, that's hard not to do. So, yeah, you saw where I soaked my foot, so that's all good. Nothing really much to add. It's me and one other person in the shelter, so we got the whole shelter to ourselves. Pretty sweet, you know. Look at that, way over in the corner there, and way over in the corner here. So yeah, should be good. Not even a very cool night, so it should be nice to sleep. Anyways, we will wake up in the morning, get some video going, and see what kind of sights we can do. I really hope we can get to Fontana Dam. That'll be cool. That's a really nice shelter there. All right, laters.